Ohayo gozaimasu, konnichiwa, konbanwa, guten Morgen, guten Tag, guten Abend, guten Nacht, buenos dias, buenos noches, buenos tardes, bonjour, bonsoir, bienvenue, buongiorno, ahoy, akasamash, annyeong haseyo, assalamu alaikum, shalom, makaremaka, jindobar, ki or watu. Good morning. It's early morning streaming. It's early. It's morning. We're streaming. Hi. I'm tired. It was rough sleeping. It's like it was both unproductive and not enough. So like in a lot of ways, it's it should be double to jeopardy. Like, you know, it should be either like, hey, you're asleep, right? Something, it's got to count for something. It's like, nah, I don't get, you know, it's no A for effort, right? No credit for trying, right? Didn't have enough time, so we're just gonna struggle through the day. Done it before. We can do it again. I in my barely awake state. This is so I like a cold brew. I like an iced coffee. Always have since you know, before it was fashionable. Before you could get them. Let's be clear. I always did like an iced coffee. Something we used to get the Beehive, like, you know, back in the, like, you know, 94, 95. And then, you know, I guess you could get iced coffee there, but it wasn't super popular. But, yeah, a lot of times, what I would do is do the cold brew, right? So do it overnight, good. And I have like an instant cold brew maker, which is an interesting device. It's fun to watch. And I have had some good results with it, but it's not as easy as like the Trader Joe's. Here's a bag, throw it in a jar, carafe container, and just let it, you know, let it steep for 8 to 12 hours, and there's your cold brew, which is nice, but a semi-expensive way to attack the problem. Not off the table, but we're just always exploring alternatives. So the instant cold brewer is nice. It's just, if you want to drink it nowish, you're going to want it to be cold, because cold brew is often served cold. It's like if you use cold filtered water, it becomes less instant, and more like an hour and a half process, which is better than the 8 to 12 hours that you would normally. So it's not, don't get me wrong, comparatively speaking, it's instant, but it's like more like instant rice and less like instant camera, right? Like instant camera is like, hey, there it is. Here's a picture. Hey, Polaroid, the Instamax. So there's also an instant powdered cold brew. They might not, I don't know exactly what term they use, but like it's like an ice brew or whatever powder, which suffices. It'll get me done. And honestly, it's as good as like a canned coffee would be. It's probably the same level of quality. But I semi-unconsciously, consciously made it backwards. So I usually throw the ice in, and then I use my Japanese measuring spoons. So I think it might be maybe 15 milliliter of powder. I think it's 5, 15, and 25 might be how those little spoons are. And it's something like that. For this whole glass, it works out well. With that and water, and then some, like, you know, some cream, or like coffee creamer. In this case, I think this is like the imitation, not real milk creamer, but it's Costco, like, you know. And I'd usually do, like, you know, the ice and then the instant, right? And then water up to, like, I don't know, a key, something like this. And then top up the cream. I'm sitting there, I'm mixing up, like, I have the cream in my hand, like, all right, so I'll put it, like, to here of the cream, right? I'm thinking part about here of the cream, but there's also ice in there, so I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to put it up. Long story short, I think this is mostly the creamer, and it's unusually sweet. It's unusually sweet. But I hope you're having a good day. Yesterday was a pre-recorded video doing Tokyo Xtreme Racer. Because I had to travel. I had to travel for work. I had to be out the dough, and I didn't want to go without the stream. Even though, you know, we've gone without streams before. It's not a crazy thought. It's not unthinkable. It's not utter madness. But I still would like to keep it up when possible, right? I finagled the settings a tiny bit in the game to see if I can't get a little bit better performance. We'll see. I don't know. It's worth a shot. I love this game, and I want to play it. And so, you know, walking through the rubric of, I want to play a video game, and I want to stream, and I only have so much time to play a video game in. That's where we are. I am in the process of it's gonna be slow and gradual, but we are in the kind of gradual process of obtaining new PC. But basically, I swore I wasn't gonna build one because I've built enough machines in my time. But yeah, it's just with the markups on like the pre-builds, it's just to the point where it's crazy. So I'm just like slowly obtaining part, part, part. I'm thinking that maybe if there's some decent Black Friday sales, I might be able to wrap it up by then, right? Like, sometime after Thanksgiving. But I don't know. Sometime by the spring, definitely. It'll be done by then. And then yeah, we'll see what that does for me. But it's been a long time coming. But I did, hey, I did, I did decide to do it, talking to the missus, and she's cool with it, especially considering the PC I'm on for gaming it's fine. It's just the gaming and the streaming at the same time. For whatever reason, it's just more than can handle. For the motherboard, CPU combo, we're not going to get like major increases for a reasonable price on the GPU. Like, I'm PC part picker. I'm like, hey, what kind of GPU can I use? Would be better. It's like $600. I'm like, at that fucking point in time, 400, 500, 600 were like where the ranges. I'm like, well, fuck then. So yeah, we'll be doing that over time. But there you go. That's approximately 10 minutes worth of bullshit. I do hope you're doing good. 9 minutes of bullshit. It's good enough, including like the pre-roll. Let's get into it. When we last left off the Tokyo Xtreme Racer, when you were watching yesterday, me playing before, I don't necessarily remember. But we would have switched to the Lexus. Only spent a little bit of time with the Toyota Supra. Nice car. It was fun. But we know that we can't beat the majority of the game with this, or large chunks of the game with this. Handful of reasons why. One, we're getting into more and more of the rivals, the people that we're going to challenge, who have kind of, outside the ones who have very specific car requirements. Like, hey, you need to race him in like a Copen, like a very specific car. Like for example, gold license, you have to race him in a Copen Cero. You have to. Some of these dudes are out here like, you need to have. Oh, so that's the same RZ. This something fun. I think I'm pretty sure, like reading what he's saying, that you have to have like 20 stickers on your car or something like that. And someone else was saying like that you have to have a leopard print on your car, something like that. And honestly, that's not going to happen, right? Because we can't put any stickers on the car. We just can't. Cannot. It won't let you. I'm guessing I'm assuming it's a licensing thing. Like, that would make an incredible amount of sense to me. That like they're like, hey, the Lexus, the Lexi that we're in, that they are, we don't want you modifying these cars in the game. Like the car is the car. This we're talking about the Lexus FC, race edition or whatever it's called. I could see those types of conversations happening in order to like get the car in the game. Like, no, you can. The paint, it must be an official color paint. This car does not exist in green, right? This car does not exist with Naruto on the side. What are you doing? Except perhaps in a more Japanese conversation, right? But yeah, so that means we're going to have to go back, and obviously the all-wheel drive and all that stuff. So I did take a moment or two off stream, not that anyone needs to really see it, to start to consider that stuff, right? So I already forgot the dude's name. I didn't write it down. But there's a guy who only raced normally aspirated engines. I got to go double check who he is. Well, our BRZ, our good old Subaru BRZ GT, that's a normally aspirated engine, and I went through and actually threw on some of the higher tier parts that I've gotten since having the car. I circled back to an earlier car, to our Japanese Air Jordans, and added in you know, the parts, everything to keep it normally aspirated. Don't want it to go to like a turbocharged engine. So we might wind up using that today if I can figure out who the hell that dude is. Maybe we give him a run. That might be a challenge, but you know, the double nitrous and the triple nitrous, I think is going to make a world of difference. If we get down to triple nitrous. We are slowly making our way up the tuning tier, right? All of the parts that can be unlocked is unlocked. We're looking for Crimson Devil wherever he is. Presumably he's going to pop his ugly head. And then once he comes out, then we'll be able to purchase Power Unit 6, which we already have. But then we'll move to our next level exhaust, our next level power. You know, then we get up to 7 too. So it should be 6, 7, bing, bing. So that should launch us into our next tier. And then Machine Light King, who I think is the last boss tier. We'll deal with him. We have been using Center of Attention, Fearless Smile, Center of Attention, because, you know, we like doing damage and healing ourselves, and Self-Love. Those are all maxed out. There are places I can put more points, but I just don't care that much. The Acceleration Addict is cool and all. I guess this got debuffed today, where people were using the nitrous to like heal themselves when they're getting ready to lose, which makes sense, especially if you get 3 tanks. I could see, you know, the logic in that to keep you into the race. Clever girl. Yeah, and so we could put more battle points, BP, into collecting more CP, right? But I think we need battle points more than anything. Making stuff cheaper, increase your maximum battle points, perfect bonus. Yeah, maybe. But yeah. That's our current state of affairs, right? Here's our Lexus RCF. It's a fun car. I like to drive it through the hills. I feel like what the dude with the thing in the car. What the hell is his name? I already forgot. The fucking weirdo dude doing his weird infomercials. But yeah, let's head on out. We know that for today, Mountain Man is around because it is a Thursday. So if I update my little thingy thing. Update my little checklist. Mental note. Mountain Man is here. So we can go try to get Mountain Man. See what his story is. He's driving around like in a Land Cruiser. So let's see if we can beat him. And as always, I'm getting a little bit, you know. I've gotten a collection here of the royalty-free J-pop. Japanese music variety of genre variety. So we have a little bit less silence in our life to fill the darkness, to fill the void. We'll get that running here. And then, like I said, up in the archive scroll is what I call that. Okay, your Blainezilla. You'll get the URLs of where I got the music from. Check them out. All of them were actually from Dova-Syndrome. But this is where the artist requests that I link it to, the yacft.com. And with that losttimelife.com. Check them out. I also have a handful of Japanese commercials in there to make it sound like Japanese radio. So let's see what it's about. Move to the Heiwajima parking area. We'll get our upgrade. And our upgrade is a exhaust system. $1 million, but we'll make that back in no time. Not a big deal. Anyone here we have to race? Fleeting Cominger. Oh, yep. So, okay, yep. Fleeting Cominger. Yeah. Steel Triangle as well. Let's go ahead. Let's try and race Steel Triangle out of curiosity. Oh, only Mitsubishis. So we do have a GTO that we could use. I was getting a haircut by Mr. Barger. It's easier to get a battle with him a haircut. You still need 20 restrictions. All right, so 20 more. Battle of Swift Emperor. Crimson Dome, Namahage, Suburb. They're basically rites of passage. Swift Emperor is fast as hell, but if you made it this far, definitely. Yep. All right. So this dude right here, we have no idea who he is. Where is our Lonely Wolf? We lost 2 gold license. We can't race right now. Fleeting Combing, we lost to him. Where are we at? Where is Mountain Man? Did we never technically race him? Strongest Mayman? Should be out on Wednesdays and Thursdays, right? That's what they said. Alright, we'll ignore it. If we see him, we see him. No idea who that is. Dude is... Strongest Mammon. I don't know what their story is, if I need something specific to race them. So, let's just go start racing dudes here. Actually, here. We'll race the guys at the park. All things being equal, these dudes need beaten. Xtreme Newton. Time is set back, no longer letting I'm so active. Stay when we get main character, hot boy. Like, yep. Xtreme Newton! They're like Fig Newtons, but filled with 4 Loco. Toyota commercial, I think. Alright. I feel like this dude's not going to be a challenge at all. I do like the way the, oh, he's hanging in there. I do like the way the Lexus handles. Just kind of very right into that car. It's like I impact with the car. It's just like brings me to life. All right. Xtreme Newton. All right, who else we got here? Steel Triangle and Fleeting Combing Air. All right, we'll do the Steel Triangle. Just because those sequential battles can be a little bit hard. I knew this. I knew this. The sequential ones can be a bit of a challenge. I love how like I have VLC randomizing, but it'll just play like commercials in chunks. So you know it's like 5-to-1 music to commercials. We'll get through a lot of commercials. Yeah, see, I would normally want to brake around there, and I could just sort of lean into it hard and not worry about it. All right, so I feel like these dudes are going to be boost to get past them, otherwise they're going to be problems. Dude's really 200, 300, 400 meters behind, and they're still in this race. All right, not terrible, but like how far is one dude closer? Cause like 862 meters. This VLC, you're a dick. I mean, randomize. What part about randomize don't you understand? Yeah, it's playing all the commercials. Such a fucker. Yeah, like fucking sort these. Yeah, they're all... And is this sped up? Alright, I feel like it might be well behaved now, but we'll see. Steel triangle, we can't race. Alright. Let's just start ping-ponging around here and racing who we can race. Lonely Wolf was a bit of a tough race. Gold license we can't do. That keeps on gold license. Alright. Parking area dudes that can race. Steel triangle cannot. Something fun cannot. This dude here. Who's this? Waking Nova. Oh, Snake Eyes. What's the second turn? No, Phantom Knights is a lot. Give revenge on Swift Emperor. Bah. Tuesday's Big Teacher. He used to spend his manga and hang out at Shuto Express where he's seen the series go on. Comes out on Tuesdays. Oh, is that? So that's not a poor translation. They're saying Tuesday's Big Teacher. You know, that's probably like Dai Sensei, like, and that's a bad translation of how you come up with Tuesday's Teacher. Alright. Here we go. Awakening Nova. It's convenient when they're just in the parking areas. You could just teleport to them. Yeah, that works out well. Fuck. Just foolishness. Just utter foolishness. Alright. Any other parking lot homies? That one we can race right now. So this dude's out and about. Can't get to him easy. We can get in the up lane here to get to him. We can get the... No. Some just random. Lonely Wolf, like I said, we did try. That was a tricky. All right, so we'll go up this way. See if we can figure out who the hell this is. We don't even get the engine sound now? Alright, guys. Interesting. Introducing... Oh, dude, he's got an ore on him. Nice! So this should be a hard... Hydro Drift Ninja. What's he gonna be, like a 25? 21. This isn't my favorite straight... Battle conditions not met. Okay. I don't know what those battle conditions are. It's not my favorite stretch of road to begin with. To figure out what the story on Hydro Drifted Ninja is. I guess a handful of the issues you might run into with like different car types, but not engine types. Not necessarily engine types would be alleviated when you get to the forbidden engine swap. And someone's like, I'll only race you in a Copen. Like, it's like, okay, yeah, well, here's one with a fucking rocket engine in it, though, right? Like, technically speaking, I'm meeting your criteria. But certainly not the spirit of the request. Part of me wishes they had the, that little reference guide here to let you know there should be anyone to race here. Yeah, hit him, but he won't race us. Cleanly removes 20 layers of vinyl. Yeah, cleaner that removes 20 layers of vinyl cleanly. So I guess you have to, like, put 20 pieces of vinyl on your car. Which we can't do in this car. Actually, here, let's... Maybe we check the scuttlebutt. Maybe it'll tell us what we have to do for Hydro Drift Ninja. Lonely Wolf runs C1 with a rookie time. I guess he's quite a variant. Very least you have to have 500 battles. Yep. Multimedia producers. You want to battle him? You want to catch that? Something flashy. Like plaster your body with vinyls or something. Right, so that was my guess. Alright. Who's available? Who's available? Who needs to be beat? Lots of people. Snow Dancer. Snow Dancer might... I don't know what they want for us to race, but they are obtainable from here. And it's a nice enough straightaway. Call Lightspeed Courier. It's never possible to use a Pro Courier. If he sees you pushing other racers from behind, he might get intrigued by your wild delivery stuff. Is that real? So, if he sees you pushing other racers from behind you as you race, all right. I mean, we could do that. We just have to race some slow dudes. I wonder if I can fuck up the draw distance a little. Because all of the CPU, GPU usage seems fine. Ah, not from here, I can't. Alright. Snow Dancer! Let's find out the story with the Snow Dancer is. Will you race me? Yes or no? Yes, no. That can be slightly disheartening. I might be at a point where I'm going to just start like looking up online to save the like teleporting around, right? Like eventually they're going to explain it to you in the game. I don't know that I'm missing something by you know, not going from parking area to parking area to parking area and just getting, like, racist taxi. And getting the scuttlebutt, right? It's just, like, it's a good way of communicating info, considering, like, in this game, the fucking taxi. Considering in this game, really? How, like, you're never out of a car. Like, all of the characters are just actual cars. And no one's talking to each other. How else are you gonna learn that, you know, whatever the fuck Snow Dancers wants out of life from me, how that happens? At the same time, Bubbly King? It's not the most thrilling way of doing it. I also feel like I've seen enemy cars, right? I think I've seen, like, an enemy Lexus RC that does have stickers and vinyls and shit. So it's very much like, we're not going to let human users do it because, I don't know, whatever Toyota's afraid of happening to their Lexus. Just race this dude out of boredom. What is going on with my controller? It's like locked. I am not accelerating. It just shifted on its own? I'm having the worst fucking luck with controllers in this game. Jesus Christ. Good morning, Monty Python. I mean, you want to ghost race? Jesus fucking Christ. At first I'm like, what's going on? Like, nope. Everything's kafuckled. At least it didn't happen in the middle of a race like I did that one time, so... that could be significantly more frustrating, so... Viper kill, sure. I think we've raced all of the unlimited dudes. Now, this is probably not the fastest car in the game, and certainly not the fastest tune. But for a lot of these these CPU like cars, this is fucking like just grinding them up and spitting them out. I forget what our target number was for our tune. It might be close to 1 million. So, not necessarily looking to head back to the garage yet. But I don't know, it's Thursday. Like, the game is telling me Mountain Man's supposed to be out, and he's not. Everywhere else we've run into, they don't want to race us. So now we're just beating dudes we already bet before. Just cause. Ironically enough, it's that old saying about the mountain, why did you climb the mountain? Because it was there, right? Why did you race? Yes, man, now. Because he was there. Because the mountain wasn't there. Alright, so in this up lane here, we got someone to race. Tires are getting worn. My tires have had less sleep than I have. My tires are sleepy. Not tired, but sleepy. Good morning, Jed Levy. Jed Levy, why did you climb the mountain? Yeah, it's harder to tunnel through it. I always feel like, why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? I somehow think that's like the funniest joke imaginable. Right? I have a very I'm prepared for aliens to land. And come to me as representative of some subset of humanity and say, "What's his joke?" And I'm prepared. And I occasionally give it to my wife. Where joke is where I say something, a premise, an initial thought, a concept, an idea. And then the thing I follow up is drastically opposed, almost a perversion, a reversal of what you expect I would have said relative to the first thing, and the disconnect between the two is funny. So, why did the chicken cross the road? You'd expect to get a funny answer. Since you don't get a funny answer, that's somehow hilarious to me? No, this dude is fucking fast. Hold on. Focus on the video game. So, this lemon flavor requires some attention. No, we're good. We are good. Who? Ain't no one wrecking. There. But good morning, Jed. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to that parking area. As my Japanese dubstep hits. Coming around. All right. No one to race. We can get our info. Hydro Drift, you need a Shiga license plate. Got it. Good to know. What? Wailing Pluto. He's a connoisseur of Itashika culture. So painful looking cars. His waifu, right? Seems to be looking for a legendary tuner who's gotten the max LV tune or higher. Okay. So I probably can't get to him right away. But we'll change our tires. We'll get some nitro. Right, while we're here. I'm actually just curious. I want to double check. Can I fuck with graphics here? No, I cannot. I wonder, like, I think I'm able to increase the draw distance. Like, I'm watching the GPU, CPU very closely. The game is only taken at about 30% of the GPU, so we might be able to. And how do you change your plate? You got to go back to the garage, and you select it. It's like the second option in where you can select your vehicle. You can go change it to there. I don't think I know the kanji for Shiga off the top of my head. I'd have to look that up. Kumamoto I could recognize. Shiga, I don't know that I know how Shiga is written. But the dude who wants Shiga plates, we can do that. And if there's no one else that looks like they're worth racing, maybe we will. Thursday, our stated Thursday goal was Mountain Man, but I'm not seeing Mountain Man anywhere. And I know we've run into him before, so he should be on the list. Lonely Wolf we raced before. He's Google. Yeah, I almost certainly will. Well, I mean, honestly, my Japanese has evolved kind of to the point where I'll even give you one of these. It might be. Sometimes what I'll do is the translate's good if A definite word. There might be a word that's also Shiga that is not the prefecture. But here, I'll show you this. So, what one can do, if one is so inclined, you want to check out, like, hey, someone who has bare Japanese literacy goes. It's more or less what you did, right? Presumably what you did. That's probably Shiga Prefecture, so you're probably right. And then we just check. I am not a robot. I don't know what. Really? Really? Fucking really? Yep. So that'd be yours. So that first character is a lot of... Jesus Christ. Power, mouth. The second character has power. It has mouth. Sun or eye. The font is not easy for me to ascertain. First one is just several. So, yeah, we could always go back and try to get that done. Return to garage. Yeah. Having bought the tires right now, it's not the world's greatest idea. Phantom Warlord. We'll grab that briefly. But we're still up. You know, we got some battle points, which is exciting. And then my Japanese alphabeticals. My Japanese alphabet is non-existent. I know there's an alphabetical order, but then, like, I think for the kanji, I'd also have to, like, know the... I think it's too hard. But, let's look together. So if you go to collection, get a car, get your license plate. So, alright, so let's look for a Shiga, knowing roughly what the kanji looks like. Not that one. Let's see here. Hunt and peck. This scroll bar doesn't work. So it looks like I should scroll, but I can't. Alright, hold on. So we'll do it this way. Alright, so joystick our way through. Alright, looking back. No. So this is like deciphering, decoding. Yes, here it is. That's Shiga. Shiga. There you go. So, yeah, it's actually a pretty good illustration. So, like, even when I get into, like, kanji recognition, it's just sort of recognizing the individual characters. So this right here, that's power. That's mouth. This should be eye, and those are little side radicals. Part of me feels like that's, like, radicals for fire, but those are just straight, like, moos. I don't know that I have, like, a good... Phasma update today. I'm excited for Phasma. Good morning, Jitterbomb. I don't know that I have a good mnemonic for this, but I was looking for this one because I recognized the components. For people who are actually, like, really good at Japanese, you could start to understand what something means sometimes, or make, like, an educated guess based on it, but I think for a name, it doesn't work great. But now we can go get our Hydro Drift Ninja. Yeah, if you didn't know, please watch me and Jitterbomb play Phasmophobia tonight. I guarantee one of us will be naked under their clothes. Guaranteed. You have my word. One, if not both of us, will be naked under their clothes. I guarantee it. Alright, where's this Hydro Drift Ninja? Before we get out here, I'll make sure he's actually out and about. Is he not out tonight? Alright, so all of that kind of for naught. He ain't out. God Ear, I recognize that you need to have the normally aspirated engine. So we could try that. He needs an RX-7, which we don't have. He needs a Mitsubishi, which we don't, which we can make one and see what it's like. So Hydro Drift Ninja is not out tonight. So there's no point in taking this car out. Let's try the Mitsubishi. Right? We do own... I don't remember if we own outright or we have the ability to purchase a GTO. We own a GTO. So let's fuck with this. What was the other license plate we could use? Can we maybe do a twofer here? Craftsman is no. This is Copen, no. Sufeng Umibozi, 4-wheel drive. So this would be good for if this was Saturday or Sunday, because the GTO should be 4-wheel drive without custom body color. Snow Dancer. Well, hold on. We don't have a custom body color on our Lexus. You can't. There is no custom. That doesn't make sense. No leopard print. Okay, Stromlix Mayman, we have to have leopard on. Defeat Snow Dancer to unlock. Secret Villain we already beat. Gentle Examiner. Front wheel drive. Wednesdays to Thursdays. Again, he wasn't out yesterday, though. Flying Fish defeats Swimmer Yuto. Only battles Fair Lady Z's. Got it. Yaris. Shows up. 500 more battles we got. Gaudier is naturally aspirated. Normally aspirated, whatever. Yark 7. Local Richman. Iwaki. We'll throw an Iwaki plate on here. Just in case. Alright. So we'll switch to the GTO. Let's have some fun. Alright, so Iwaki. Can I spot the Iwaki Prefecture? I mean, they gave it to me in Hiragana, like that's gonna help me fucking find it in this list. Alright, same game. Iwaki. So that's Iwaki City. Iwaki-shi is in... Where's Iwaki Prefecture? Alright, so that should be Iwaki Prefecture, right? No. That's their tree? City statistics, number of people. Alright. It's just coming up. It's just in Hiragana? Alright, so it's in Fukushima. So I may have to switch to Fukushima, which I do not know. Fukushima is probably here. I know the Shimas. Right, I know that. So that's Fukushima, I think. Is that not Fukushima? No, that's not. That's Tsushima, that second character. That's Island. So the first one has the staff and Linemouth Field. Linemouth Field Island. Linemouth Field Island. Linemouth Field Island. Just scanning it. Here, Fukushima. Nope. Getting ahead of myself. Where the fuck are the Fukushima plates? Alright. That should be... That's not Fukushima. Not Fukushima, not Fukushima, not Fukushima. Yes, that's Fukushima. There's Iwaki. Alright. So I actually, had to put my hands on it to... Don't ask me how my brain works. Let's tune this bitch. So we have 55 million. We'll just dump money into this. We'll race the Mitsubishi racing dude. We'll try the Iwaki racing dude, whose name I've already forgotten. We'll have to write it down. Yeah, I know. All this shit's unlocked. Speed rating up to 455, though. That makes it sound fast. Double nitrous. 455. Alright. Let's do a tune real quick. Low. Get low. Low. Limited slip differential. Oh, I can't do one. Oh, because it's all-wheel drive. I don't know how to tune. I barely know how to tune the differential to begin with. On an all-wheel drive car. Nope. Harden my springs. Just a little. I'm guessing here. And let's check out torque bounce. Oh. Don't ask me to do torque bounce. So 321 top and 62, that's too low. So we got what? 30 odd, 60 odd. That's kind of wide. It gets 60, 60. So it goes in 60s. Let's try it out. I don't know. Will it work? We'll find out. That might be how we're gonna tune. We're just gonna tune like that. And then, what was the dude's name again? Before I completely forget for the 100th time. It was Rich something, right? And we'll write it down so I won't forget. White Charisma. That was my name in high school. Lightspeed Courier shows up when you're pushing another car from behind. 55 Wonder. So we would have gotten them a long time ago. Only appeals on Tuesday. 20 consecutive. No nitrous. Like, so that's something that they don't tell you. Loyal Knight only with no... Local Richmond. Okay. Local Richmond says... Alright. So I'll throw him in my list here. Yep, stop typing in Japanese for a second. Local, rich, man. Type in Japanese. Iwaki. And then the other person we were looking for is the Steel Triangle. Right? We'll find him. He should be about. So we can race the two of them. With aero parts. Gold license, no. In theory, but it's the wrong day. Snow Dancer, we in theory could race. I don't think this car is fast enough, but we'll try. Snow Dancer. And I'll update this in 2 seconds. Strongest Mayman. Defeat Snow Dancer, unlock, right? Gentle Examiner, can't do that. Yep. Yaris, obviously not. Lonely Wolf. Can't that. No, because we have a turbocharged engine. RX-7. 20 vinyls. We could do the 20 vinyls. We could try him. Because that doesn't impact anything else between Local Richmond and Snow Dancer. So let's do something fun, 20 vinyl. We'll throw a shitload of vinyl on real quick. And we'll go out with that. We'll try to take these guys. Alright. Updating the list. Refresh. Alright, there you go. Mountain Man is supposed to be out, but he isn't. Local Richmond. It says Iwaki in Japanese, trust me. I don't know why it's coming up that way. Whatever, I don't care. Snow Dancer, no custom color. Something fun, 20 vinyls, and anyone who I can run into. Let's start with Steel Triangle. He was in Heiwajima? Nope, we have to put our vinyl. We have to put our vinyl on. Almost fucked up. Our 20 pieces of vinyl. I mean, you should probably just take the RX-8 out of him. Here you go. This one. Two. Oh god, this is gonna take forever. If I do mirror, do they count as 2? 3. Skipped 1. 4. It might be faster just to button through this, maybe. I get that. I don't think they have to be unique. I think it should be the same one. All right. 6. Seven. 8. Oh, painful. 9. Can you duplicate or not? Like, no, you cannot duplicate.
最近心がずっと揺れている。嫁さん機嫌悪いと味噌汁の蓋バン。
It's all distorted. That's fun. Great.
洗濯物もパチンって伸ばす。怒りを音で語ってくるんだ。怖いんだ。
11.
でもね、この子は違うんだ。静かで揺れもなくて、僕の鼓動まで落ち着いてくる。
12.
本当は家に帰らなきゃって分かってる。
I guess we can do that leopard print dude now, technically speaking. 13. I mean, talk about suffering for your fucking art here. 14.
あなたの居場所になりましょうか。本物の SUV は居場所になるニュー日産エクストレイルです。
15. 16. 17. 18. all right. 19. 20. Jesus Christ. Make this end. There. Done. 20. Holy fuck. The ironic thing about like racing a dude called Something Fun is there's nothing fun about putting those vinyls on. Alright. And then before we leave, who is the leopard print dude? Because I think we technically could race him too, so let's add him to our list. Leopard print dude was... I think I got leopard print somewhere. It's worth checking. Good license, surfing, strongest Mayman. So let's try him. And again, it's assuming this car can even beat these dudes. But we can't use for most of these. Snow Dancer, I don't know why we couldn't race. Because again, that is not a custom color on the Lexus. All right, here we go. So Steel Triangle as well. Forgot to write him down. All right, Mitsubishi's. How have you been? I'm all right. Tired. A little bit tired. You know? Tired. A little bit tired. Tired. How are you doing? Steel Triangle. Let's go get our tune. Upgraded power unit, sure. So 14 million odd in this is our what we got to do to recoup. I don't think we're gonna get it in a single night. It might just be money down the drain. But we needed to beat this dude. Good. I look forward to it. I enjoy talking with you, especially as we go and hunt ghosts. How do you pronounce that word? Ghost? Like, do you really jump on the G? Right? Ghost, right? That's lot of energy into the G and H. Ghosts. I grabbed the GTO because it seemed like it's just a Mitsubishi I had. Is it the best Mitsubishi? It might not be. Maybe there was a better Mitsubishi I should have got, but here we go. We'll find out. Oh. I might spin him out. I might spin him out. I might spin him out. I might push him in this car. Oh, God. No, shit. There we go. Ours to lose. Our race to lose. Gonna get all them ghosts. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was. You know what? I thought it was ghost. All right, there we go. Woo! That was a little rough, but we managed to ride him into the wall. Into another car, rather. And that's how you can win. All right. Refill our nitrous for here. All right. Now our other boys we're looking for. All right. Local rich man, snow dancer, strongest Mayman. Something fun. In theory, we could race something fun. We're on get the chat here. Chick Sprint. A buyer who absolutely despises the lead of fashion, especially can't stand Beetlejuice. She hears Beetlejuice. If she hears if Beetlejuice lost 5 times, she'll show up. So we have to beat. Wait, what did she say? You slap a desire emblem and she'll take the bait. Desire emblem. Is Desire a team? Alright. Move this bit right. Yeah, yep. There you go. Alright. So these ones I get a little bit like concerned about because like I'm not used to this car. This car is not tuned. I'm just like I'm trying it with this. It might make more sense to throw leopard print onto the RX-8 and try it, but let's see. Let's see what the story is here. Just gonna boost from the word go. Power of all-wheel drive. The power of all-wheel drive. Or so I think. Tomoimasu. And he looks like he's out. Let's put the car about here. Just like down. Kyle is still down to sales. I'm excited! I think getting a Dutchman onto a sailing ship as a culture, as a world culture, I think we've learned better. And that's why I'm excited to have it happen. Because we know it's a mistake. I mean, as far as countries with their military, naval traditions, the Dutch sailing most of the world, right? The Brits, the greatest sailors the world has ever seen. And the Americans, whose navies started with piracy. Mr. Silver PR, buddy, how you doing? Please don't look too closely at my GTO. This is here to beat something fun, who we've beaten. Strongest Mayman. Local rich man. Steel Triangle. So let's start checking these people off. We got Steel Triangle done. We got something fun done. And now we got to get all these other dudes what want me to have a specific type of car. How you doing today, Mr. Somber? Refill or nitrous? We've been Lexusing RC recently, but you know, we're doing some of this probably not in the most advisable way, but we're taking on a lot of these other races? How do I... that's so fucking far away. In theory, no custom color, right? So she should be fine. Is local rich man out today? Strongest Mayman is out. And Strongest Mayman, we should be able to race. Someone in Puerto Rico had a car. Really? I've seen things like that where I believe that they had them so like for like parking purposes. Like, all the tires would turn in to help you, like, park. I've seen that sort of stuff before. I don't know how... I assume it's not common at all. Strongest Mayman. He's going to be a real pain out to get to. But that might be where we're headed to next. Where are all these other dudes? You hate rear wheel turning? Like, what cars have that? I feel like that's like something I see from like cars in the, like an Edison would have that. Like, that was just like, you know, a 30s and 40s type thing. We got this new Packard, and the back wheels will cut for you to help you with your parallel parking. You know, a relatively modern car doing that to me would be very interesting. Strongest Mayman, Snow Dancer. I don't know. That's the thing. That Snow Dancer doesn't make sense because we didn't have custom color to begin with. And they still wouldn't race us. God ear and we are not normally aspirated. No, that one won't work. So let's head up here. I'm guessing that this might be... My video game bonus telling me to check that dude out. Now, good idea, bad idea, I don't know. But we'll go check him out. Is the GTO a good idea? No, I think the Lexus is a much better car. But we're gonna try and just check some of this shit off. I was about to say it was sort of an uneventful day, but yeah, we got some shit done. Yeah, I mean, compared to the Lexus, and the tuning is on me, right? Like, I'm starting in 3rd gear. Which I already know is like, we have like 60-kilometer gaps in our gear tuning. So that's on me. All right, remember, what is it? Inner loop, outer loop, inner loop, outer loop, inner loop, outer loop. Inner loop, outer loop, inner loop, outer loop. We want the outer loop. We do not want the outer loop. I wish they had on the map what shit is. Most of I've changed my brakes before. In neutral, that's an interesting. I've changed my brakes before. It was a fun experience. I when I'll pay someone to do it. As little as I drive, you know, working from home, they don't get changed all that often. But I changed oils, I changed brake, changed tire. I think like for like modern car, you really want to get an RX-7, but it gets snow here. No, oh, I mean summer only car. Angry Dorito car. Yeah, it's the same conversation I've had with my wife. Where it's, I love the idea of having like an RX-7 or an RX-8. But I don't want to have to I don't want to be responsible for it. Right? It's like a fucking exotic pet. I don't want to have to go find a vet who can care for a rhesus monkey. Right? And if I'm not careful, it's going to tear my face off. Right? I love the idea of I love the idea of it. Like me, like a fucking BJ and the Bear moment. Where it's me and my monkey. Oh, okay. This, courier dude. Oh, no, Ghost Soul. Wait, Ghost Soul with the mail. He's not the courier? He's Ghost Soul? What a strange set of artwork. Valve condition, you've got mail. Pay car taxes and insurance. Rear tuning cars if they're real drive, you would take up their stuff to. Anything to make it more a complicated thing more complicated. All right, we're gonna go here and check off like 1 or 2 more races, and we'll start to wrap up. Oh, it's there. There's so much space on these gears. We have a decent top end, but our acceleration is for shit. But I'm kind of hoping that I can just nitrous my way up. House rate of cars using all year round. Yes. Well, it's as someone who lives in a very hilly area, lots of hills, technically a lot of valleys. Geologically speaking, there are a lot of valleys, right? It's not like the ground's been pushed up; it's been eroded away, and we get a lot of ice and snow. The all-wheel drive, the only downside of that is sometimes it can give you a false sense of security about like what you can handle, is my understanding. I've only ever had like a front-wheel drive car. It's gaudier, so we can't race them because we don't have a normally aspirated engine. I've only ever had a front-wheel drive car. And I've spun out plenty of times. No major accidents, nothing like that. Knock on wood. Alright. But yeah, I've seen a lot of, I know a lot of people who have like, you know, made some questionable choices on account of all-wheel drive. Alright, we'll head back to the garage. We'll see if we can take on Snow Dancer. Because now it'll be Saturday. And what's their name is out. So we didn't lose money. We're still up. Okay, who comes out on Saturday? Write their name down because I won't remember. ADHD. Funds Impreza on a high... Oh. Oh, yeah. I'm just looking in the right lane. What it says. So, yeah, so you wind up driving in the right lane. Yep. Message received and understood. I can only be responsible. Yeah, surfing Umibozu. So, are we technically 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive? That's what I gotta check here. So this is a good one because we can't do him in the Lexus. We can't do him in the RX-8. Surfing Umibozu. Sat Sun. 4-wheel drive. Alright. So I gotta double check that one thing. And am I technically in a 4-wheel drive or is it an all-wheel drive? Yeah, I mean, certainly. Alright. Alright. We are 4-wheel drive. Alright, cool. Plus I never bought snow tires evade. And rally. Just get racing slicks. Problem solved. Alright, surfing Umibozu. Have I ever run into him? Is he on my list here? Help a robot. See, that's the thing is, I know I've run into him before. Do I have to go find these guys? Like, what is it? Like, these weekend dudes. Or specific day of the week dudes. Why are they so hard for me to find? You know what I mean? Oh my god, here. Hydro Drift. Now, Hydro Drift Ninja is out. We have a walkie plates. We could try him. I don't know that this is the way I want to try and race him. But he is sitting right there. We could try it. We'll try it. We have a walkie plates. This GTO is not my Lexus. It's not my Supra. It's probably not even my RX-8. But it's 4-wheel drive. We need that for this one dude. It's got a shitload of vinyl on it, which we needed for the other dude. And then, like, with this having a really hot, tuned for like a high top speed, this is not the area to race anyone. This is where, like, the acceleration of the cornering that I had tuned up on the RX-8 was really, really useful. So, let's see. How is it? How are they not? How are they not? I have the walkie plates. I have... Don't I? Yeah, those are Ewalkie plates. All right, we're probably gonna wind up just using the internet for the stuff because there's clearly shit missing from these descriptions. There's no reason Snow Dancer should not have raced at us, right? Because we didn't have a custom color. It's not working. We have Iwaki plates. He's not racing me. I don't know why. Dudes aren't appearing. So, like, rather than, like, wasting whole streams just trying to figure out what a dude wants. Battle conditions not met. It's kind of disappointing and anticlimactic. And none of the people we're looking for is around. Roulette, R3 dude. Flying fish to the Shuto Expressway. I don't know. I might wrap up here, and then what I'll probably do is I'll start researching. We'll go on the wiki. We'll start figuring out. We'll put actual on the checklist what we actually have to do. So we did get some stuff done today. Nowhere near what I wanted to get done. We'll just go to the garage. Nowhere near what I wanted to get done, but what else is new, right? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Nothing gained, nothing lost. Wasted a Saturday for surfing Umibozu, but he wasn't out. So it'll be Sunday when I start again. I'll see if I can't find him. Like, is he... I'm just going to peek. Is it... He's here Saturday or Sunday, not Saturday and Sunday? Alright, I'll look online. I gotta figure that out. But yeah, that's... this poor GTO that's just been cobbled together. It's not my favorite car. But we do have it. We'll eventually get back to our Lexus. I don't know why Snow Dancer didn't race us in that. That's not a custom color. We'll get back to our Super as well. So maybe the dude that needs like Iwaki plates and the leopard print. Maybe a Snow Dancer. Maybe we could take him in the Supra, right? Yeah, we'll figure that out. Like, we'll figure all that out. So there you go. We'll start to wrap up. Today's Thursday, so later on, catch us for Phasmophobia, me and Jinnerbomb, in about 6 hours from now, 7 hours from now. You'll see the thing go out. Don't be afraid to stop by and watch us hunt ghosts. It's a great game. Jinnerbomb, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Mr. Somber PR, thanks for stopping by. Thank you for chatting. Jed Levy, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for the help on getting the Shiga kanji. You're the real hero. Romandi Python, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Everyone else who's watching, I'd like to thank you for watching. You play video games. Weird breath / swallow at that moment. Not what to tell you. Thanks for watching me play video games. You did not have to watch me play video games. You could have played video games yourself. You could have done something utterly unrelated to video games. You could have read a book. Read a goddamn book. Read any book. But no, I do want to give like a recommendation for a book. I think it's an interesting book to say the least. I've gone hot and cold on it, back and forth, but I find myself thinking about it a lot. So, House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski might lend itself well to an ebook. I haven't touched a copy of this book in years, but it's kind of like a horror mystery type book. And one of the notable things about it, in a print copy, is it's a regular book, but it used typography very interestingly, including like different colored fonts, like actual different colored text in the book. So it's like it was interesting to be reading like a regular paperback book, like you think, and every something like a word would be in blue ink. It's an interesting story. I've gone back and forth on a nut bunch, but I think for like this time of year, I'll go ahead and say yes. It's an interesting horror book. It's 25 years old now. You should be able to go get it. Check it out. House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski. But you didn't read House of Leaves. You watched me play video games. I might not understand the decision, but I appreciate making it nonetheless. To everyone who wasn't watching, I'd like to thank you for not watching me. I appreciate when people don't watch me because I appreciate when people leave me the fuck alone. Let's go ahead and find someone to raid. We shall go raid our good friend Ray the Git. Let's go see what Ray's getting into. And on that note, I hope everyone has a good day. Yins be good. Peace out and deuces. Bye, everyone. See you later on today for Phasmo.